Welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a general reading. Okay, so there seems to be some unexpected obstacles or delays within your relationship, or even on trying to manifest a relationship. You are focusing on manifesting love or a new relationship. There seems to be something that is causing an obstacle, something that is preventing you from moving forward. There's a lot of news and communication coming in for you, and it looks like there might be some good news coming in for you over there. So just be positive. In the past, you may have been involved in a committed relationship over here, and it might have been something that was really good. You received some kind of gifts of love over here, so it seems like it was something really, really good. Maybe this is the relationship that you're in at the moment, but and you wanted to move forward, but there seems to be some kind of obstacles or delays in moving it forward to the way that you want it to go. Going into the future, you've got some unresolved conflicts. So there's some issues that need to be addressed in order for you to make things happen over there. You're feeling a bit low. You've got low self-esteem over there. Maybe those are issues that you do need to address, and you need to get focused on these unresolved issues that need to come to light, really. And this is the way that you can manifest love into this particular relationship. So it looks like there's a lot of communication going on between you and this particular person that you're dealing with, but there seems to be a bit of a delay going on as well over there. There are issues that need to be sorted out first. You need to sort out that self-esteem issue. Be positive in your thinking in order for you to make things move forward in a positive way. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So I'm going to be drawing some cards from the After Tarot for the main read. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck you've got the Tower over there, and this is a crisis that has happened within that relationship, and it has affected both you and your partner, because you can see two people lying on the ground over here. It's something that came in unexpectedly. It may have been some news, or it might have been some kind of insight. It could have been an argument that brought a lot of issues coming to light. And a lot of truth being revealed, but it caused a lot of problems, a lot of drama that went on over here. You can see this lightning striking this tower, and it's rocked the foundations of your relationship quite a bit. What you thought it was all about has now come tumbling down. So you're going through a really big crisis at this particular moment, feeling very, very upset, very, very miserable, and both of you are very, very shocked at what really happened within this relationship. So there's a big drama, a big crisis that has happened in this particular relationship, and this has led to a lot of confusion. You've got that Seven of Cups over here, so you're not quite sure what to do next in this particular scenario, or how to move forward, which is the best path that's going to bring in that emotional happiness for you. So maybe the things that have been set up were not based in reality. These were not strong foundations to base a relationship on. And it seems like that has come to light. All this confusion has come to light and has stirred up a whole hornet's nest, really, caused a whole lot of problems over there. You're trying to come to terms with it. You're trying to get things sorted out with the Star card. You can see this person throwing out things that are not serving, getting that emotional problems under control over there, or getting rid of all that negativity. So you are very hopeful that things are going to improve. You're trying to keep optimistic about the whole thing, but you are feeling a bit overwhelmed emotionally about what is going on over there within that particular relationship. So there's a lot of confusion, and not really knowing how to proceed You're not quite sure. Maybe you're even thinking of turning your back on that relationship. There might be a lot of toxicity that is involved. It could be somebody else that's interfering as well. But there's a lot of issues that need to be resolved. You're trying to do it one at a time. So she's emptying out the cup. This is one cup at a time being emptied out. So you're trying to get through all these issues one at a time, but there seems to be lots of things that need to be sorted out first before things can be resolved. Now, in the past, you've got the Hierophant, so there was some commitment that was made within this relationship. So this could have been a marriage. This could have been just a long-term commitment that was made over here. It seems like, the both of you had, non-traditional views about what a relationship could be. You may have even, gotten some kind of counseling as well with this Hierophant card. This is getting... some kind of counseling to deal with this particular situation. So you may have been looking at that. And maybe you're dealing with some situation where, you or your partner may have, done something that was not quite above board. It could have been something shady in the sense that there was lies and deceit that was at play over here. Maybe you're hoping that this person gets what is coming to them because of the lies and deceit that went down. And maybe finding out about whatever the lies were or whatever the deception was about has caused that tower moment. Maybe this particular person got caught out in whatever they were doing wrong, and this is why it's led to that tower moment. So maybe they thought they could get away with things and they didn't, and they got caught out, and this has led to that tower moment and has led to all that confusion that has come in. Now you are very, very anxious, very, very stressed out about what is going on. You are having nightmares. You are not sleeping well. You are thinking about, you're playing the scenario over and over in your head again, thinking about what you need to say, what you need to do in this particular scenario. You are very, very defensive as well. You are fighting this particular issue, whatever this deceit was. You haven't come to terms with it, and it's making you very stressed out as well. And it's also making you very, very depressed. You're feeling very lonely, very isolated, very upset about what is going on. It looks like you're facing a decision here. You've got these two towers there in the background over there. This is not a good time to make decisions when you are very, very emotionally upset about things. And clarity needs to come in. You need to see things from a different perspective before you make big decisions. So the Moon card usually talks about lies and deceit. But it is also saying that if you make any kind of decision, you need to take it, see things very clearly. Don't make big decisions. Don't be rash. Don't rush into things, and do things that you might later regret. You are feeling very, very alone, very, very depressed, although, in this particular situation. Now you've got the 8 of rods over here. So it looks like you're changing your focus. You're getting your things sorted out. You're getting your thoughts in order over here. You can see all these rods facing the same directions. You're trying to synchronize things. You're trying to get things in order, putting things into perspective over here, and then changing your focus over there, going for what you want. So you are trying to make plans for the future, but you are trying to change your focus as well. And things are starting to move forward. So whatever happened in that tower moment, things will start to move forward. You need to just get a grip, a handle of things. There's a lot of communication going on between you and this particular person, though, and you're trying to sort things out. You can see that even with that star card, trying to sort things out one at a time. Now it looks like things may resolve themselves because you've got the 3 of Cups over here. So this is about celebrating success, things, turning out for the better. So once you get things, in order, change your focus, be very, very sure of what you want, change your perspective on things, it looks like things will sort themselves out. That darkness or that depression leaves, and you've got that 3 of Cups coming. There are also people around you that are very, very supportive of you, and you might need to actually vent, tell people what you think, or even tell your partner what you think, get things off your chest there. Now you've got the Knight of Swords over here. So you may, whatever has been going on, there's been a lot of harsh communication. You might feel as though you've been victimized. You can see this man has been, is stabbing that man. So it looks like there are vicious things that are being said between you. So this is in your fears, hopes and fears. You don't want it to escalate to something that is going to be really nasty. Maybe you feel like the communication between you and your partner is not really that good, and maybe you'll say very hurtful things to each other. This could also be a card where you're even considering, because it's the Knight of Swords, you might, if you're in a marriage or a long-term relationship, you might be thinking of cutting out that relationship. So this is playing on your mind quite a bit. You can see there, even with that sword in this person's hand, what's in your mind, you're thinking of actually cutting ties or actually breaking off that relationship. So going into the future and the final outcome, you've got the Six of Cups over there. You've got the Six of Swords over there, and you've got the Strength card over there. So the Six of Cups is showing that maybe, both of you may have been behaving a bit childishly. You may need to leave that situation behind and walk away from it. You might need to get some counseling or guidance from somebody else to see things in a different way, to see all that you have accumulated within this relationship, and decide whether or not you want to keep onto it. It looks like you might be making a decision to actually leave that relationship. You can see these children are running away from the cups. So it might well be that you have decided to actually leave things behind and leave that relationship behind and move on. Even here with the Six of Rods, Six of Swords is actually leaving behind the past and moving on to something brand new. Leaving things that are not serving you, and leaving behind the drama and walking away from it. So it seems like in both cards, their backs are turned. There might have been children as well that have been involved. If this is a marriage card, this might be a divorce, and there might be children involved. You might be thinking of taking your children and moving on. So it looks like you might need some counseling or some guidance. There's some help that is going to be needed within this situation. So there's some kind of counseling that's going to be needed, some kind of support. But it looks like both of you have decided that maybe you'll want to leave the situation and walk away from it. Whatever problems you are dealing with, you will be able to get a grip on it. It's going to take a lot of diplomacy. You're going to have to dig deep within yourself to actually sort things out and act with a lot of confidence. But you're going to have to have a peaceful resolution. There will be a peaceful resolution to this particular issue that is going on. So whatever has happened over there, it looks like you are leaving it behind and moving away. Whatever that Tower moment is that came in, that caused a complete breakup of that particular relationship, it looks like, it may have been a very long-term relationship. You'll have established, you'll know each other very, very well and have known each other for a long time. You'll set up things, whatever you'll had, you'll grew things together, you'll maybe had a family together, you may have had a home together, but you'll seem to have decided to actually leave everything behind and walk away from that particular scenario, and move away to something that's calmer. Maybe you're not getting along very, very well. There will be a peaceful resolution with that Strength card over there. It looks like the battle is over now, and you are now going to be moving on into something else. So, it looks like you are refocusing, making your goals, taking yourself and making yourself a priority, thinking about things, getting a logical grip over the situation, and, getting rid of things that are not serving you. If these emotional burdens are not serving you, it looks like you're throwing it out as well, because there's a lot of confusion, and it looks like these are called with this card. It's about having toxic ideas or toxic ambitions. Really, the cups are filled with things that are not really practical. So it looks like you're thinking about it, and even in this particular card, maybe this relationship has become too toxic. He's got that snake around his waist over there, so he's taking his things and walking away. So it looks like whatever this Tower moment may be, you have decided, or you're coming to that conclusion that you want to end it, because maybe it's not working out for you, or maybe the relationship has gone too far, maybe too much water under the bridge for you to actually resolve the situation. It looks like you're going to need some help from friends who will support you, and it looks like you might be leaving it and walking away from it. So I'm going to draw some cards from the Archangel Power Tarot. Right. So you've got the Page of Gabriel over here, which says, follow your passion. You're ready for any challenge, opportunities for excitement, adventure. So it looks like news is coming in for you. It looks like you might be traveling away from this particular relationship with that Page of Gabriel. It seems like you're going to go after your own needs rather than, whatever's been going on. The person you may have been dealing with may have been well, this is actually the Page of Gabriel, so this is a fire sign. So this is your energy rather than the other person's energy. So it looks like, you've decided to follow your own path right now, and you're going to go it alone with this particular Page of Gabriel. And you're going to make a brand new start. You've got the New Beginnings card. So you are at that crossroads in your life, and you are trying to find your own purpose. It looks like you are leaving things behind, and you're going to start off afresh. So you are reviewing all the facts in this particular situation. You have everything has come to light, it seems, or everything will come to light. You'll have everything in your hand, and you will make that decision. It seems like it's going to be something where you start something brand new there. You've got the Solutions card over here, which is success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So this is the Temperance card, and this is about finding, sorting through this and healing from this particular problem. It looks like, you are coming up with ways in which you can heal from it, because it seems like it's taken its toll on you, and maybe what has happened has been far too difficult for you to forgive. It looks like whatever lies and deceit was going on, this person seems to have gotten caught out. Maybe you do try to resolve that particular issue over here, but where I thought this was about, having success, going back to this particular person, it seems like that's not going to be the case. You might actually need to rely on friends or people around you for that support, and refocus, get your goals in order. Even with the Solutions or the Temperance card, it's about refocusing on yourself, going back to who you used to be or what your goals were and what you want out of life, and then making things happen. There's a lot of communications coming in over there, even with that Gabriel card. So maybe you're all going to try and talk to each other and resolve the issues, but it seems like in the end you might actually decide to just walk away from that particular scenario, or leave it all behind because it's not serving you anymore. So even though you do try to make things communicate and make, resolve the issue, it seems like you have decided, or you decide that you want to, follow your own path, because this is not going to be working out for you, and you're going to start some brand new beginning where you go, after your own, whatever you are passionate about, rather than worrying about somebody else's needs. So it seems like you're going to make a decision to address your own needs after finding out that you may, after this deception has been revealed. It looks like, it's brought in that Tower moment, and this might be a bit too much for you to handle. Oh, I'm drawing again. Okay, so I'll just take that card out. So that's the Knight of Gabriel. So it looks like you are going to be moving on. Whatever the problems are that you are going to be facing, it looks like you're taking action and you're moving away. It says in this card that you instinctively know what to do. And it looks like you're going to be making a new beginning, a fresh start there. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.